Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Can everybody take their seats, please? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's 5:30. This is a special Board of Trustees meeting of the trustees of New College of Florida. Before we start, I'm going to ask you to please stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance with me. I pledge allegiance to
the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Ms. Fitzpatrick, can you call the meeting to order and give us the roll call and establish a quorum and confirm that the public notice of meeting went out?
Yes.
How about now? Is that better? Okay.
Thank you.
Usually it's not a problem, so I'll stay closer to the mic.
Trustee Baldonado,
Present.
trustee Barline,
Present.
trustee Harvey,
Present.
trustee Carp,
Here.
trustee Kessler,
Here.
trustee Spalding,
Here.
Chair Jinks.
I'm here.
Quorum is present and the meeting was publicly noticed.
Okay, great. So for this board meeting, we're going to move into public comment. Is that better?
Maybe AV can turn up the mics a little bit.
How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
Thank you. If you wanted to provide public comment today under the regulations of New College, you needed to sign up 48 hours ahead of time to speak regarding an item on our agenda. We've had some public commenters sign up for this meeting. Ms. Fitzpatrick, can you please call the person's name? You'll come to the podium, you'll speak for a minute, and then we'll have the next person speak. Thank you.
First up this afternoon, we have Karen Stack, followed by John O'Miller and then Peter Shellhorn.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm Karen Stack. I'm an Uplands resident and proud barking dog. In case you don't know the reference, let me quote President Corcoran. My mom was British and I quote Churchill quite a lot. Churchill said, "You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. Ignore the barking dogs." With all due respect, ignoring the barking dog is akin to silencing free speech and civil discourse. My mom's parents were first-generation immigrants who literally escaped with their lives. I can't quote them. They do not speak English, but I can share a proverb that reflects their lives. If it's a problem that can be solved with money, it's not a problem, it's a cost. So let's talk cost. Cost to buy portable housing units, $3 million wasted. Cost of housing students in hotels, millions each year. Annual cost of educating every student, $130,000 apiece. Costs that come out of our pockets. Per state regs, you could allot us 3 minutes to speak, and as it stands, you only have to ignore us, your neighbors, for 60 seconds.
Next up, John O'Miller.
Thank you. On the dorm question, I'm not sure why the memo of understanding, you have to request that. Is it going to make the pixels tired if we add those documents? All documents that are going to be considered should be available online. Regarding payment for faculty, they should be paid before orientation starts. And apparently the administration will think about childcare. The thing that seems most outrageous to me is that they're going to create incentives for faculty to teach larger classes. I don't know if any of you have ever had to write detailed narrative evaluations, but to write detailed narrative evaluations for 35 or over 50 students is really, really difficult. You have to know the student, you have to know their strengths, know their weaknesses, know where they need to work. You cannot get that from test data. You have to actually know their name, recognize them in class, and have some idea of who they are. And paying people to teach larger classes is totally working against. Thank you.
And last up is Peter Shellhorn.
I am Peter Shellhorn. It's an impressive endeavor to undertake a ground-up remake of this college and to do so in the face of critical housing shortages. I very much like the proposed connection to the South Campus through the Ringling Bayfront, and there are other welcome changes. But here's where there are hurdles. By code, the master plan cannot be simply amended if the plan will increase the density or intensity of use of land on the campus by more than 10%. This rule triggers a complex process in which many affected entities must weigh in. In the draft, the enrollment is projected to increase from the current 861 to a target of 1,800. This is greater than a 200% increase. There's no way around it. That factor alone triggers the 10% rule. Thank you.
That concludes our public commenters.
Okay, great. Thank you. Before us as a board is the student temporary housing purchase order with the University of South Florida, Sarasota Manatee. Before I call Ms. Fitzpatrick up, I'm going to ask for a motion to approve the student temporary housing purchase order, University of South Florida, Sarasota Manatee. Can I have a motion, please?
Move to
So
approve.
moved.
Okay.
Second.
Thank you. Trustee Carp moved to approve and Trustee Spalding seconded. At this time, I'm going to ask.
Madam Chair, as part of this motion, if you can have some flexibility in case the numbers change, which they may change in a minor fashion one way or another as it goes forward.
Okay. Do we need to amend the motion to approve?
I'll accept that as a friendly.
You'll make
amendment.
it as a.
Okay. Do I need another second?
Another
I
second.
need another second. Trustee Spalding?
Second.
Okay, Ms. Fitzpatrick. Thank you.
Good afternoon, board. Thank you so much for considering this agenda item this afternoon. So this is just a formality to get the item before you today, as it's over the threshold of the president at 1.5 million for 100, up to 140 beds right now with USF. So that's the item before you, and happy to take any questions.
Well, does anybody have any questions of Ms. Fitzpatrick? I'm sorry, yes, okay. I see Trustee Baldonado has her hand up.
Thank you. I was wondering how we arrived at the cost of, I remember 1.6 million, I guess it was 1.5 million, and where would that payment be coming from?
Madam Chair.
Yes, please.
So the total cost, and you were provided, I believe, Trustee Baldonado, the copy of the MOU that we've been in agreement with USF on that will be executed following the approval of the agenda item. That amount would be paid for a housing support line out of the ENG funding. We were allowed flexibility from the legislature to be able to fund the housing support, including the hotel cost.
Thank you. And in the MOU, it says that the costs represent the same rates that are paid by USF students. And I did check on the USF housing website. The numbers are a little bit different. Could you clarify on that?
Thank you for the question, Madam Chair.
Yes.
The housing numbers are actually USF students pay higher than what new college students have that are paying currently. So we subsidize the difference.
Thank you. Could I ask a few more questions?
Sure.
I wanted to confirm, I've asked Dr. Jacks this, but can I confirm if all 29 students who were on the wait list previously, would they be housed in the new, in these additional beds now at USF? And when would they receive that housing assignment?
Yes. Yes, they will be
Mhm.
accommodated.
And they'll be hearing about their housing assignment soon. Is that all 29 students?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. How many students are living in USF and in the hotel versus in on-campus NCF dorms?
I mean, we're at max capacity right now.
Do you have the numbers?
402 on campus and off campus, so
Yeah.
133 in home two suites, and then what you see before you for the USF.
Do we want Miss Jax to come up and just answer the questions?
Would you like firm?
I don't know how many.
She's almost done.
I just have a couple of things left. That might be helpful, but I think right now it'll be okay with Ms. Fitzpatrick. Um, it does sound like we have a lot of students in off-campus housing, and I have heard some insights from student perspectives about living off campus that I do want to share before we vote. I did also have a question though about retention, and I was wondering, do we know how our retention rate as a college has been impacted by the ongoing housing crisis? Is that data that the college has?
Yeah, we keep track of that the entire time. So if you listen, I think if you could hear what Dr. Jack said, Trustee Baldonado, about, we will have, give or take, 270 off campus, over 400 on campus. So it's still more on campus, and the off campus is technically contingent with our existing campus and in front of the 9 acres that is on campus. So as a longer term, 4 or 5 years, it's you're seeing it, the campus is expanding. So it's both of those are right next to the campus, where they currently are, and they're nicer housing. Obviously, and you all know the predicament that we're in is because we had to give up over 200 beds because of black mold and students being housed in the PACE for way too long. So all of that is being addressed, and we're before the legislature seeking additional funding, and now the master plan process for additional housing, plus housing along 58th Street, which would all be on campus. So we're moving as fast as we can through this process, which what we'll have here in about an hour is that master plan process.
Thank you. I was curious specifically about retention just because the response that I've gotten from students is there's a lot of concern and I would say maybe disappointment too with students as they do understand that it is because of the increase in enrollment, but it becomes harder to, I guess, appreciate when like there are concerns with students not having reliable transportation, access to food. Students are questioning their access to academic support and trying to have a social life on campus, which is something every young person in college would want. And the students have shared with me that they find it unreasonable that they're paying the same amount as students living in like Jordan Gold or in the letter halls when their access to resources is definitely different. And I was hoping that the administration would continue its work to address those needs, especially because these concerns I'm hearing are students from all across the spectrum, from second year athletes to third years and fourth years who are trying to do their thesis this year. So with all of those concerns in mind, I just want the college administration and the board to consider this as we vote for another year in off-campus housing.
No, appreciate it. We'll absolutely do that, and we continue to do it. And I know whether it's our nutrition or the constantly polling students, doing surveys with students, talking to students, myself meeting with students on most Fridays, going through all of those things, whether it be housing, whether it be food, allergies, whatever it might be, and everything has been upgraded in the last 2 years. In addition to that, we do keep very, very detailed data now, even have a data office to look at all of those things. So we dropped down to 65% retention. We went up to 76% retention. We anticipate we'll be at about 76% retention. And then we survey all of those students that are leaving and look at what their causes are. And I will tell you that housing is not on even in the top 10 reasons why students are not being retained. It has some degree offerings are some of the issues. Campus life are part of the issues, but all of those things we work on a day-to-day basis. We even have a retention officer now that goes through and meets with each single division to figure out, okay, here's why we lost these students. How do we better address it? From athletes that are coming and going to retaining our existing students that are here.
Thank you. And that information is definitely important. I'd love to see it sometime. Thank you. And will that MOU be included in the minutes for this meeting?
Will the what?
The MOU.
The MOU? Yes.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. Those are all of my questions for this item.
It's
The
before you.
actual document will not be an exhibit to the minutes because that's not how you do it, but it's available and it will be reflected in the minutes that it was taken up and voted upon.
Thank you.
Do we have any other trustee questions? I don't see.
Just
Yes,
a
Mrs. Spalding,
quick
yes.
point of clarification. I mean, sounds to me like this is a temporary situation and we're building as fast as we can. And it would be to support our master plan to get this problem fixed. So it seems to me that this is, we don't want to put them in tents, but we're reforming and redoing the campus here to make it fit and welcoming for all the students. So it seems to me this is the best way to do it.
Yes, thank you.
Anybody else? Yeah.
And just another clarification.
Trustee Sharp, yeah, speak in the microphone. So
The whole reason why administration is coming to the board now is because enrollment and it seems like retention has improved dramatically so that we need more beds for our students.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. I mean, enrollment's going, in fact, this will be the 23-24 record was the largest ever. The 24-25 was the largest ever, breaking the year before. This year, we've been much more circumspect for multiple reasons, but a lot of it is just space. And obviously, you've read and or well aware of the different negotiations and discussions that are taking place with the USF, the legislature, the governor about helping us to expedite housing and space availability so that we don't have to slow down our growth.
Trustee Bauerlein, you had your hand up? You're on mute.
President Corcoran, do you have a figure of the ideal enrollment for the college ultimately?
I mean, we've just been going, Dr. Bauerlein, and obviously we have a distinguished panel of academics on the Board of Trustees. But if I was to look at all of the top liberal arts schools, whether they're private, public, I think there is a sweet spot between 1,200 and 2,000. And so I think, first of all, we've said to the legislature, we're going to be 1,200 in 5 years, and we're well ahead of pace. So we're in good shape there by the 28 class. But I think that we'll probably end up more in the 1,500 to 2,000 range.
Okay, seeing no other questions, Ms. Fitzpatrick, I think you can come back and we can take the vote.
Do a roll call because
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, we're going to do a roll call vote on this, please.
Okay, Trustee Baldonado,
Yes.
Trustee Bauerlein,
Yes.
Trustee Harvey,
Yes.
Trustee Carp,
Yes.
Trustee Kessler,
Left a seat.
okay, Trustee Spalding,
Yes.
Chair Jinks.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion passes. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Next up, we have two actual items here that will require separate motions. This is regarding the collective bargaining agreement. I'll call David Brickhouse, Vice President, Legal Affairs, to the podium. So first, I need a motion for approval of ratification of updated collective bargaining agreement between New College of Florida and the United Faculty of Florida.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Harvey. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Bauerlein. Okay, Mr. Brickhouse.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As you stated, this has brought the board for ratification of changes to the current collective bargaining agreement. Pleased to tell the board that the faculty union passed on their vote by over 90%. The changes are reflected in the action item. Happy to discuss or answer any questions that any of the trustees have on them. The most notable piece of this is a 2% increase to the base salary with a minimum of $1,000 increase and a maximum of $5,000, which matches what Governor DeSantis and the Florida legislature did for other state employees.
Thank you. Do we have any questions on this item? Okay, I see none. Can we do a vote, roll call vote, please?
Sure. Trustee Bauerlein, or sorry, trustee Baldonado,
Yes.
trustee Bauerlein,
Yes.
trustee Harvey,
Yes.
trustee Carp,
Yes.
trustee Kessler,
Yes.
trustee Spalding,
Yes.
Chair Jinks.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion passes. Okay. We now have, I need a motion for the approval of recommendation for changes to salary and benefits for out-of-unit employees.
Move to approve.
Okay, trustee Carp has moved to approve. Do I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, trustee Spalding. Counselor, Mr. Brickhouse?
Madam Chair, this matches what was done in the previous action item. And so this provides a 2% increase of the base salary for out-of-unit employees. Happy to answer any questions.
Okay, do we have any questions on this matter? Okay, seeing none, let's do a roll call vote,
Trustee
please.
Baldonado,
Yes.
trustee Bauerlein,
Yes.
trustee Harvey,
Yes.
trustee Carp,
Yes.
trustee Kessler,
Yes.
trustee Spalding,
Yes.
Chair Jinks,
Yes.
and trustee Mackey, but I don't know if you want to. It's okay.
No comment.
Okay, great. Motion passes.
All right. So we have actually, thank you, everybody, completed the special Board of Trustees meeting noticed for 5:30 to 6 p.m. We are going to start promptly at 6 p.m. with a special Board of Trustees meeting on the 2025 Campus Master Plan update and public hearing. So everybody on Zoom, you are going to have to log out of this meeting and please come back in a few minutes before 6. You probably have about a 7-minute break here or so.
To the other Zoom link.
And you have to link into the other meeting link that you were sent. Okay? So this link will not carry you to the next meeting. So we'll see you shortly.
De-linking.
Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.